What if I injected beef tallow into a select grade brisket? Could I make it juicy? Could I make it more tender? Let's find out. Hey guys, welcome back. So yesterday I trimmed this brisket up, and let me tell you, it's one of the worst briskets I've ever seen. Very little marbling. The color is like almost like a pinkish. So I don't think it's going to be that great of a brisket, but we're going to know if the injection does anything, because there is very little marbling. So, but I'm going to inject this now, and then we'll season it up and throw it in the smoker. So let's get that going. I warmed up smoked tallow about an hour ago, so it's cooled down and it's ready to inject. So you can inject a few ways. You can inject, people like injecting into the grain, or some people like injecting against the grain, or you can do both. There isn't no right or wrong way. It's more just you want to be consistent on whatever you do. So I like injecting with the grain. I'm using a spit jack injector. I highly recommend getting a good injector just because it's going to make life a lot easier. I'll put the link in the description that this is the one I'm using. I'm going to inject into the grain probably every ½ inch, and you'll see it swell up a little bit. And you kind of just want to go slow and just kind of hit each piece, each inch of this brisket. So we want to fill this up with as much tallow as possible. Also, make sure you inject in a pan. It's just going to keep the juices in and keep the cleanup a little bit easier. So as you put the needle in, kind of pull it out and then kind of squeeze it. Now you can kind of feel when you're injecting it, you can feel the meat kind of swell up a little bit, and it comes over with feel. You're gonna feel over time on how much the brisket can accept. I would concentrate your efforts on the flat, but this brisket's got no fat, so we're doing the whole thing. Okay, that's good enough. I am gonna now basically wipe this down. Dry this thing off. You can try to get this extra. The tallow's on the surface. Let's try to get as much of this as we can off. I'm keeping it real simple today again. Salt and pepper. So let's season this guy up. Pat your seasoning in. I'm gonna let this sit for 10 minutes or so, and then we'll throw it in the smoker. So stay tuned. Okay guys, mill scale's running at around 225 to 250. I like to start all my cooks pretty low and I ramp it up towards the end. I'm using a mix of hickory and cherrywood today. That's kind of my go-to mix. I'm gonna let this thing ride for about 4 hours, and we'll check back in 4 hours. So see you in a bit. Hey guys, it's been 4 hours. Haven't looked at it, haven't spritzed it. Let's take a look and see what we got here. Okay guys, this is 4 hours. Bark looks like it's not fully set yet, so I'm gonna guess we're in the 150s. So yeah, 154. Okay guys, I like wrapping in the 170s, so it's gonna take a little bit to get there. So I'm guessing probably another 2 to 3 hours, but I will check back with you guys when we hit the 170s. See you in a bit. Okay guys, it's been about 8.5 hours. As you saw, we got the brisket wrapped in butcher paper. I'm gonna bump up the mill scale to 320 to 350 to get this thing finished off. We'll see in a bit. Okay guys, we're probing tender. I'm gonna pull this guy off. I'm gonna rest it overnight. I'll put a link in the description on how I rest briskets for a long period of time. You're gonna want to check it out. So let me get some gloves on, pull it off, and we'll see you tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome back. It's the next day. Brisket's been resting overnight for 15 hours. So it's the moment of truth. We're gonna cut into this thing, see if that injection really made a difference. So let me get this thing unwrapped and we'll start slicing. Okay guys, I mean visually this thing looks phenomenal. Honestly, let's cut into this thing and see what we got. I'll cut a few slices here. So this is what we got, actually. I mean, this is pretty good, honestly. Most of these pieces are, I could tell, are pretty super tender. So ejection definitely worked for sure. This is the kind of the bend test, worked out really well. Like it's falling apart. Injection definitely worked. I mean, all these pieces are pretty tender. So overall, I think it worked pretty well. Definitely made a difference with how juicy it was and the tenderness. As far as the flavor, you can just tell it's cheaper. It's a cheaper brisket, but I think it was definitely worth the test. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. Hope you enjoy the video. We'll see you in the next one.